Good evening, everybody. You are in the ring with Christine, and it is our time, ladies' night. Women it or crushing it Wednesdays. And I
Yeah.
have beautiful ladies tonight, as I do every Wednesday.
Where did she go?
She'll be back. She'll be right
There
back.
she is.
Oh, there
There
she
she is.
Okay, so somebody's praying for our downfall, but we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We are going nowhere. Hello, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank you, Angel. We appreciate you, LW Boxing. We appreciate you too, Canelo Local Sports. So last
Yeah.
time, well, I want y'all to introduce yourselves first. Nancy, we'll start with you.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for the invite. My name's Nancy Vanda, and I'm with Boxing Republic. And it's an in-process nonprofit. I like to tell people I'm just a fan, trying to get more involved and do something good in the boxing community. So please follow me, Boxing Republic.
That's where it starts with the fans. Hello, Clarence and Esmeralda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Esmeralda Ferraro. I'm a boxing photographer. I used to box amateur, and it's just led me to what I do now. I work for Supreme Boxing, and my main focus is the amateur kids.
They're so cute and wonderful. You just see all their hopes and dreams every time they step into the ring.
And
Yeah.
tears
And
sometimes.
chicken.
Right.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
she can see everything, all the emotions.
Absolutely. Chicken. For people that live under a rock and don't know who you are, tell them.
Hey, it's your girl Chicken MF Champ, the super bantamweight out of Dallas, Texas. And hey, I'm here, baby. I want all the smoke.
All the smoke. Lion Killer in the building from Lion Killer Podcast. Thank you for joining.
What's up,
So,
Lion
ladies,
Killer?
last week Nika helped me read some of these, so y'all got to help me too, because I don't want to have to put my bifocals on. I
I
can see
can't even
some of
see
them,
the
but you.
chat. I can't even see the chat.
Oh, you can't?
I don't
Okay,
know how
that's
you
okay.
can
I'll
see
put them
it.
on if I have to. I'll put them on if I have to. So there's been a lot of stuff going on in our boxing world. So who wants to start? What is really catching your attention right now, ladies? Who wants to go first?
I'll go because you
Okay.
Hey,
recently, oh, you
No,
mentioned
go
Cano
ahead,
Loco is in.
Esmeralda.
Cano Loco is in right now. Okay, I saw a post that I think it was Long Live Boxing reposted, and he wrote something about, he would be deleting all the media that had to do with Verdejo and that whole situation. And he said that, he explained he used to be such a fan, kept, he earned them as a fan. And from that moment when he did everything, he's like no longer a fan. So he was going to distance himself from the name and everything. And I thought that was really admirable. It was really nice of him to do because I feel like other people started following along that, and then I saw the hashtag trending, like like respect the woman, and it was something that I was like, that's pretty brave to go ahead and say that.
Yeah, that is. Absolutely. So it'll be
Yep,
interesting
it
to
is.
see not just what the fans do, but those that are actually closer to him, right? Kind of that tighter circle, and what happens in terms of. But you're right. I think that is admirable. It's such a tragedy. I think when we all saw the posts, everybody, when it first came out, everybody was like, wait, what happened? Who? I mean, it just kind of shocked everybody.
It
And
was. It was very shocking.
Top Rank is saying they're going to keep him throughout his contract till it phases out or finishes, and I'm like, what? But I mean, it's Top Rank. They do what they want.
That's
Right. And then these contracts, from like a business
yeah.
perspective, you don't know what is included in the contracts that, they have to watch how they disconnect and kind of protect
That's
themselves
it.
from a monetary
Right.
standpoint.
Right.
And from a reputational standpoint, that might not be the best move. But a contract is a contract. So I'm sure there's something in there in those details.
And I was going to say that, that I think that the wording, they had to use that wording because if they just went ahead and dropped him, then later on down the line, depending on how everything's turned out, they could possibly be sued. So when it comes to the business side of it, they do have to really watch what they're saying. Is it horrible? Absolutely. But then they're looking at it as a business side, so I totally, see what they're saying, which, emotionally and personally, we're just like, oh my gosh, like let it go. And then there's been so many rumors, though. There's been so many theories, like, was it really him? Was it his wife? Was it the father of the wife? Because he's involved in some big mob stuff. Who knows? Was he that ignorant to
Oh,
use
but
his
I was
own
saying it might
car
not
and
have
to
been
do
him.
this? Those are some of the theories that possibly it was the wife's father.
Like, just I think what people are also, there's all these rumors because just what we do read, it sounds like it was like really sloppy. I mean, they're caught on video, and
Absolutely.
just what you're reading, it's like, wow, like he just really, if he did it right, which it sounds like he did, it was just sloppy. And I did hear or read that there was, one of the rumors was that he was being blackmailed, so that they were threatening his family if he went through with it, right?
Yes.
But it is tragic. I think it's difficult to try to filter through everything and see what's maybe accurate or not. I appreciate, some of the writers, some of the people that have taken the opportunity to read through the affidavit and break it down. Some of the facts. I know that's been helpful. But I mean, we'll see. I guess this is going to be the talk for quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Yes, for a very long
Absolutely.
time. I just know it is.
Yeah, because unfortunately, this is nothing new. I mean, women are abused on a regular basis, and their significant others or boyfriends, whatever, don't happen to be in the limelight, but there are many women that go through this, but they don't have a voice, so it's not in the news, and that's unfortunate. Many women, I have a boxing gym, and I take in a lot of kids and young adults that have been abused by their spouses or their parents or a family member or whatever. You run into that in the boxing world, so this is not new, unfortunately. The thing that I appreciated, and some may not agree with me, is that he was charged for the murder of the unborn child.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen here in the United States.
That's right.
And I respect that they did charge him for that, because that is a life.
Mm-hmm. I had that same reaction when I read that. It's very tragic, but wow, right? Something that was acknowledged, and that life
absolutely
speaks volumes.
Absolutely. Does anybody have any final words? Because we need to turn our frowns upside down.
No.
Well, sad about it, and I haven't really been
trial deal. Maybe I don't know.
I haven't really seen a lot of posters about it, so I haven't really seen. That's why that's why I'm flabbergasted when y'all start saying somebody's family and everything.
Yeah, it's they're all speculation. I mean, we'll never know the 100% truth, but I believe that justice will be served. We hope that it does. Red Gloved Militant, thank you for that. Yes, share. And Marquise Johns, hello, good evening. Thank you for your support. You know what? Something I want to talk about, so our show last week, sometimes we agree on subjects and sometimes we don't, and that's okay. As women, we're very opinionated, and as we should be, because we have a voice and we should be able to state our opinions and agree to disagree. The blonde bomber, Ebony Bridges, she got a lot of heat for weighing in her lingerie. you know,
Yeah.
and I don't know how y'all feel about that, but
You
personally,
know,
I'm like, do you, boo?
yeah,
What do
exactly.
y'all think about that?
You know,
Go ahead,
I'll
Nancy.
yeah, I'll chime in. You know, she's talking about embracing femininity, right? Like that was her message, and I feel like you see the men, they come in and they express themselves, you know, with their with their robes, with whatever. Why can't the women? I think that's
Absolutely.
that's what's fair. I mean, if men want fringes on their on their trunks, and she wants to wear a bikini, I mean, go for it. It's like you said, do you 100%. But she did catch a lot of heat for that.
And
It's like
from women, which I was upset about.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know why? It's because she's busty. Because how many women? There's been many women who don't have that figure, but wear almost the
Right.
same exact thing, but no one
Mhm.
criticizes them.
Yeah.
Right.
Are
You
y'all
know
talking
what?
about
You got a
Ebony
point
Bridges?
there.
Y'all
Yes,
talking
she
about
looks
Ebony Bridges?
fabulous. Yes. She got a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
heat from other women.
Hey, I don't see why. I was really mad about Shannon Courtney, how she was like just really criticizing her. I was just like, hey man, you need to worry about if this girlfriend to beat you up. You worry about what she wearing to the weigh-in. And hey, cause I like to wear sexy stuff too. Shoot, like we got nice bodies. Why not?
Exactly.
That's
You
right.
got something sexy on right now and you look hot, girl.
That's right. Christine, you think about this. I mean, just like the men, these women are going in there and risking life. You wear what makes you comfortable, right? And you rock
Mhm.
you. I think that's only fair, right? I think it's unfortunate that there's women
Absolutely.
that are being unsupportive of that, right? If she wants to wear,
Absolutely.
eye-catching bikinis to the weigh-ins, should let her, right?
Absolutely. And actually, so Soap Boxing Podcast is on here. Hello. And George, lay hi, hello. I was on a podcast not too long ago, and I won't mention the podcast, I won't mention the name, but and there was a guest on there, and they were saying, I don't want to see, and it was a very well-known name, and the gentleman was saying, I don't want to see two boyish looking women fighting. They're not exciting and they look like boys. And okay, so now this woman doesn't look like a boy, clearly. So it's like you can't win.
Right.
If you look too much like a boy or you look too much like a woman, people are going to criticize you. You should be able to do whatever you want to do and still be able to say, I am a woman in boxing. My
That's
opinion.
I agree with you. No, I agree. I agree with you. I think all four of us are on
No,
the same
believe
page
me, I
with that.
get judged. I get judged by people here in my own city about certain stuff, and it's just like, what? What's the point of bringing this up, though?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever you are, whether you're a boxer, a commentator, whatever you are in boxing, you should be able to present yourself in the manner that you feel you look good in. We can still be as girly or not as we want to be and still be women in boxing, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever makes us feel beautiful and comfortable.
I
I mean,
agree.
we work 10 times harder. We have to, we do everything 10 times harder when it comes to us women in boxing. The women train just as hard as the men do, but I think it's just always going to be in their heads that, you know, we're just different. We're
I
just,
feel like I
because
feel
it's
like
not
we
the
train
woman's sport, it's
harder
the
because
man's
we want to
sport.
be better and
Exactly.
want to get paid more.
We, exactly. Yeah. We train harder. Like when I'm shooting at fights, like I make sure to capture like the greatest shots because there's so much competition. It's always a man's sport. So,
Yes. But if you
Well,
ask me,
yeah, I mean,
the women are the best photographers. Like I seen your pictures,
oh, thank
trap
you.
Yes.
trap photo pictures, Stacy. Like they capture the
yes.
best pictures. I don't really have the best pictures from any men photographers like that.
No offense,
Unless it was
men. I
like,
mean, there's some out there. There's some out there. No offense,
oh
but right
yeah,
now
I
we're talking about
forgot
ladies.
Gunzo.
Mikey
Gunzo. I'm
Williams is good.
sorry.
Yes,
But like,
Mikey's
yeah,
great. Yes.
who is?
Top Rank,
Mikey, yeah, from Top
Mikey
Rank.
Williams.
Carlos said, "Awesome job, lady."
Oh yeah,
Soapbox
Mikey.
Boxing
I know him.
Yeah, he's good.
Podcast says, "Y'all see Hannah Gabriel's call out Danielle Perkins on Twitter?" I did not. Oh my gosh. Okay, so oh man. Okay, so Hannah Gabriel's, that's my girl. Hannah
I like
Gabriel's
her.
calls out Danielle. She's my girl, but so is Danielle. Those are my girls. Love them both. And then Danielle Perkins. She's from
Oh, for
Houston.
real?
Yes. Yes.
Can I be for real? Can I be for real right now? Like I really like Danielle is a cool person, but
Absolutely.
get her.
That's a good matchup. They're both my girls, so I'm just gonna say mum's the word right now. Right now, I'm saying that's what I'm saying right now. So and then Teresa said people used to think I looked too girly for boxing and were surprised when I was throwing those haymakers. Yes, that's true. That's Teresa. That's your cousin.
Look,
Chicken.
her and Jasmine Clarkson, like you would not know that they were like freaking boxers that would whoop your butt. They had a lot of power. Like that's crazy.
It's so true because there's a stereotype and we need to get away from those stereotypes. Absolutely. I mean, we need to be judged. If we're going to judge, be judged on our work ethic, on what we're producing, what we're doing, whatever it is in the boxing world. That's what we need to be judged upon, not the way we look. Absolutely. Would y'all agree with that?
Clarissa Shields, she said that they always say something about, especially like the black women, they just really just go at about how we look. It's crazy.
You know what's sad is that what someone's told me. You tell me if this is true, Chicken. That most black women do not support Clarissa. Have you heard that? Do you think that that's true?
I think it's like 50-50 because they felt like how she come off to people. But when I actually like talked to her, like she was in that Clubhouse that I was telling you about, that Clubhouse app. And so she told me why she's the way she is to a lot of women. She was just like, she'll be cool with girls. And then she'll come to find out they probably did an old interview or something about her. They was talking about her. So she was just like, man, I shouldn't follow this girl, do this and do that, because she told me that. And she actually, now she follows me on social media now. She done talked to me and everything and gave me congratulations. So it was just like, dang.
So don't say anything wrong, Dan, because she's watching.
Yeah. And I didn't say nothing wrong. I'm telling you what we were talking about.
I know, I'm teasing.
I told her myself, I was like, yeah, when I first seen you at National, like you was just looking like me. I said, girl, I didn't even ask a picture with you. I said, yeah, I ain't messing with her. I told her that. I was just like, hey.
I hear such good things about her though. Like I talked to a lot of the amateurs and a lot of people that have crossed paths with her, and everybody says good things about her. I mean, she looks scary, but she's really nice.
Yeah, she really cool. Like I talked to her, matter of fact, she said something to me today on Instagram. So I guess I for to each his own. She's cool. Like she clarified my little issue I had. I was just like, man, I thought you weren't cool.
But she's got the talent though. She's talented. So
yeah,
that's what's important. I mean, she's talented, and whether people like it or not or want to admit it, it's there.
And I like how she calls people out, because it's so crazy how they say something about her, like how she calls out women and how she in their face and how she talks smack, but guys do the same thing.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. That's crazy. Because I'll be wanting to talk smack, like, yeah, I want to fight Ebony Bridges. I want to fight those tits. What's up?
Well, I want to watch that. Maybe I'm there and I can take pictures.
Yes. Hey, because I got this jab for her. She got a pretty face. I want her to beat the jab.
Where's Christine? There she is.
There you go.
So I froze again, like always. I'm gonna have to get me a personal hotspot, which I will be working on. But I'm down still, but it's getting there.
Get off the
Similar to women in wrestling. They're going to headline events and become more popular. And I agree with that. I think so. Can y'all see Nancy?
Yes, Nancy.
No, we see Nancy.
Okay.
I think she's
Okay,
froze,
okay.
though.
Is she?
Okay.
I was like, damn, she's really still.
I would say she's really still. I think she's froze.
She was like me last week. Like, that was bad. That was really, really bad. She'll probably just log out and log back in. That's okay. So I'm good now, right? Y'all can
Yeah.
see me good. Ugh. I'm definitely getting a personal hotspot. I told my husband, I'm getting a personal hotspot. He's like, I pay for your iPad. It has its own line. I'm like, I don't care. It's not working. It's definitely not working. So what did y'all think? Let's talk about the fights from last week. Who watched the
Which
fights
one
from
you
last
thought, Katie
weekend?
Taylor and
Yeah.
Natasha Jones?
Yeah.
That one.
I actually liked the fight, but I felt like Natasha didn't throw enough. She like the
That's
first
what it
half
was.
of the fight. It was like she kept trying to feel herself out, and then around about the 5th, 6th, 7th round, that's when you start seeing like a little bit more action, a little bit more competition. But I really expected more for Jonas. I really was expecting an upset, telling the truth.
Right.
And she didn't even give me that.
Yeah, with Katie, you can't stop throwing. I mean, you cannot take a break.
You can't. And you got to turn her. Like, if you stay in front of her, that's what she's really going to get you. And, like, she did that a couple of times. And what I did know is you got to slow Katie down. You got to attack her body early. You got to hit her at angles that she's not used to. And you got to pretty much outfight and box her. Like, it's really like a chess and because she can do both. Now I see that she can do both, box and fight.
Absolutely. And she gets better as the rounds go on.
Yes.
Yeah, she
You
does.
get Nancy?
Yeah.
That happened to me last week. Don't worry. I was like dropping in and out.
I'm so
Internet
sorry.
just like,
I'm
you're
good. No, I'm good.
Okay, yeah. No, you're good. We see you great. No, but and that's the thing. Katie, like I said before, we're talking about Katie Taylor's fight last weekend. Did you get to see that?
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, did you get to see that fight? It was just
I didn't get
fire.
to see it, but I was catching up on all the comments.
Oh my gosh, you got to see it. It's just you got to play it back. So you can't see any. I don't know how Nika saw. She was just like, oh, and she was reading all the comments. Remember, Esmeralda? I was just like,
She was
multitasking.
Like
She was.
I've been on this way. I did an internet this way before, and they used to just pop up at the bottom or something.
They're over here on the side. I don't know, but and then Annette and David Chavez said, "Good job, ladies. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate all the support. We really do." But no, the fight was fire. I mean, I wouldn't even mind them fighting again. But the thing, yes, absolutely, Natasha, she could not let up with Katie. I mean, and I'm so proud to say that for I'm with Team USA, and our head coach Billy Walsh was her national coach in Ireland. So I mean, he is so smart. And I'll see some of the things that she does, and I'm like, oh, Billy shows us that. We do that in camp,
Okay.
And it's just awesome to see that.
That is cool.
It really is. It really is. But what about the Lara fight? Who saw the Lara fight? I missed it. I mean, I know they said if you blinked, you missed it, but I literally missed it.
No, hold on. I think it was like just one round or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see it, Esmeralda?
Yeah, that's how fast I missed it.
We were in Mexicali for Guerra de Fronteras. It was Mexico versus USA for amateurs.
Yeah.
So we were there. 2 rings with like 35 fights in each ring. So there was like nothing.
I love it. So who won?
You know what? It was very even. A lot of Mexico, a lot of US.
That's good. Okay, I like that. I like that answer.
I mean, they went.
That's good. Chick is like, nah. Who won though?
It's hard. Sometimes I'm like, who do I root for?
Both.
Yeah.
You root for both.
As long as they don't get hurt. As long as the kids don't get hurt, and it's a good fight. That's all that matters.
Right. No, I love, so Esmeralda, I absolutely love the work that you do. Like
Oh,
you're
thank you.
capturing and you just do a phenomenal job of capturing, especially with the kids, right? Like I look at the pictures and I'm like, this is gonna be that next, you name it, right? You can see it in their face and just that passion, just that I don't know, that fire in them at such a young age, I think
And you get
it's
like
so
tears in their
motivating.
eyes when you capture the pictures.
I know
That's right.
they're so hungry. They're so, they're just like, they have such big dreams and goals, and they tell you, and then sometimes when I'm there, and like me and my husband, they know us, and they get even more motivated, and it's just such a beautiful thing to be a part of. Yeah, like so
You
many
know what I'm
asking for
starting to see
pictures.
though?
What was that?
A lot of new kids that's coming into the gym now. Like these days, I guess I don't know what's inspiring a lot of these kids, but a lot of kids come to the gym boxing and they're
That's
really
good.
like trying hard. That's crazy. There's more kids coming to our gym.
I see so many girls like that's now
Yeah,
I
having
love it.
10 fights, and I'm like,
two
yes,
girls just joined the gym. Two little girls
nice.
like 10.
I love
That's
it.
Christine, when you and I were talking earlier, before we started and was sharing, just the motivation to help those kids. And when you hear the stories of what that parent went through to get the kid to that tournament or to that fight, dad had to miss work, mom had to do this and that, the cost of just putting everything together, all for this kid's dream, right? It's awesome. And this is that kid we're going to watch, years down the road in a pay-per-view, all those sacrifices that they make. I
Absolutely.
think it's really motivating to me to help
Absolutely.
the community, right? And Esmeralda, you just do a great job. Like you capture the ojitos, the little eyes, just like,
It's so
in the eyes.
I always tell them it's win or lose, whether you go pro and make it big or you quit boxing or don't, you don't do much in boxing. I want them to just have those memories that, 10, 15 years down the line when they got kids or something, they're like, oh, look, like I used to be a boxer, or I won this tournament, or I got my butt kicked, whatever it is. And that's really the reason why. I just want them to have those memories. Remember, because I have no pictures of my stuff.
Yep.
No pictures. Like one VHS.
Well, the thing is that we all know that, even if you don't become a world champion, most of these kids and young adults become champs in life. I mean, how many lessons did you learn in the gym, about respect and loss and winning and discipline and respect? I mean, there's so many things lost. Learned, and even family outside of your family. There's so many things that are gained from being in a boxing gym.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to me, the boxing gym, that's my piece. Like, that's what
Absolutely.
Nothing else in the world. I just be in the gym, just train, just chill. That's why I try to make sure I don't let nobody invade that this part of my life, because I really love this part of my life. It brings out the good, the motivational side of me, the side that I like everybody to keep seeing. So,
how long are you in the gym for?
I be in the gym twice a day.
Oh, nice.
So I do like strength conditioning in the morning, and then in the afternoon, that's when I do my boxing training.
Okay.
And then, of course, I teach like box. I do boxing classes, so I'm pretty much around boxing almost all day.
Nice.
Yeah,
dream come true. If we're not at the gym or watching fights in person, we're watching them on TV. So boxing 24/7.
You know what I did like? I just went to Little Rock to go train. I trained out there for like a week with Coach Ozell Nelson. Do y'all know who that is? He was the guy who passed away, Travell Mason. He was his coach.
Oh.
And he was Jermaine Taylor's coach. And so I was out there training with them, and in the country, they train way different than in the city. Like it's just nothing but to do but just boxing and I guess whatever little job that you do, but the rest of it is just hard training. How
was the weather out there?
It was great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was great. I loved it. You go outside, because I guess outside in Little Rock, the air is like different. You can actually tell the difference from at home and out there about the air. I didn't need an alarm clock. Roosters was waking me up. I went outside. I seen deer passing and rabbits and stuff. That was like crazy.
You know, what I'll say, Chicken, is I love watching you fight. Like when you're coming, you know, into the ring, when you're in the ring, I can see, I'm like, this woman is loving what she's doing and she's having fun.
It's to be fun.
And after the fight, I mean, you're just as energized and happy and just loving that. I just love that. I love that. You project that in the fights I've seen you in. So
You're
it's
always smiling.
yes,
Always laughing or
it's so
smiling.
contagious.
It's like I'm living a dream to
energy.
wake up every day and you get everything you do, you love. Like, I don't have no else reason but to just smile. Like, I get to beat somebody up. I don't get in trouble, get a check. Like, you know, that's crazy. I get to actually work out, keep a nice little fit body. So my kids, they brag to their teachers about me. When I talk to their teachers, the teachers tell me how much my kids love that I box. So that's like really motivating to me. And just that's I can't help but smile. Everything right now is going great. God's really been blessing me, and I just keep working hard and just keep on trying to strive for more.
And then you're gonna fight Ebony Bridges, so even better.
Period. Or here you go, or Shannon Courtney, because she got the belt. I'm trying to go for those belts. Let me see. I was saying, who else got a belt? I think it's like a girl in Mexico got a belt. I think the WBC belt. And I want to say Dina Thorland, she has the belt.
And they're all pretty belts.
Yes, they're all pretty belts. She said she can't hear us.
Yeah, I think it's her line though.
Okay.
Are you guys going
I
for
think that I can
Canelo
see
or
you
Saunders?
ladies, and I think we can.
Wait, can you hear us?
Canelo.
I see you, Nancy and Esmeralda. I see you guys and hear you
I
guys.
see you three
I
ladies.
see
Yeah. I'm rooting for Canelo.
Okay,
For Canelo.
awesome. I think
Come on for the Billy
Same
Joe
here.
Society. I'm going for
Same
Canelo
here.
too.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know, when you from Texas, you pretty much
You know,
for Canelo.
You're all from Texas. I'm the only outsider.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
No, you're honorary Texan. You know, whenever you're here, you're
I
official
get
Texan.
a lot of love from Texas, and I'm like, we
When
gotta
next
go
time
out
you
there.
come in?
We gotta make it out there. I think within a couple months. I want to just go eat.
Oh yeah, because you know we got that good food down here. That barbecue, yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah,
Really
man.
good.
And with the ones who can cook that authentic Mexican food, I love it.
You gotta come to Cali for the good food, Southern Cali.
Yeah, I only been to California like twice, and I couldn't do everything I wanted to do. Because Cali's so big, it's just like I just want to just ride around and just look at water and trees all day. And then go eat at Roscoe's Waffle and Chicken. I ate there like every other day. It was so good.
It is. It's so good. So good. And then right before I came on the show.
So there's some people on Facebook. So we have the Boxing Rundown guys that are on. So we have Fernando, we have Anthony.
No.
So they're all saying hello.
Oh, I do.
Can I hear
Yes.
Christine? She said she has no audio.
I do now.
Oh,
So Gonzo, my audio guy called me. My partner called me, and then as soon as he called me, now I can hear y'all.
Oh wow.
Oh,
okay.
That's crazy. I'm like, I have no audio. I'm like texting him, and then he calls me, and then now I can hear y'all. Like,
That's why he's so good at
all
what
this
he
modern
does.
technology. I can't. I know. He's just like, oh, really? Okay, let me call you, and then you can hear. Okay. So what were we talking about, ladies?
We had talked about raw Canelo fans here so far.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. But there was one more fight last weekend that I want to talk about. And that was a Chris Ariella fight. Who saw that
Wow.
fight?
Wow. I mean, that was crazy
Mhm.
from all angles. It was not just what was going on in the ring, but outside of the ring as well, right?
They said it
And
was a fight outside the ring, was it?
Like 3
like
For
crazy
real?
fight.
in the crowds. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy. And all I could see was, all the people that paid those ringside tickets, not even watching the fight, but watching the
Oh,
stand. So
oh, I
I was
know.
like,
I know.
what's wrong
That was
with y'all?
insane.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
It's
like,
crazy
come
when
on,
a fight
come
break
on, my
out
people.
while
Like,
fighting.
let's not do this right now.
I know.
you know, but I can admit, like, whenever they first announced the fight being pay-per-view, at first I was just like, do I want to pay for this fight? Like, seriously, like, Chris is like beyond his prime. Like, what are they doing? Like, do I really want to pay for this? But of course, last minute I did. And I'll tell you what, he impressed me. Chris looked
Yeah.
like the best that I've ever seen him. And I'm
He
thinking,
wanted it.
Maybe he
oh
could
my
be some type of
gosh.
gatekeeper for the heavyweights or something like that.
I mean, I want to see him fight again. And I was like, okay, but then let me ask y'all this. Was that Goosen, or was it that Ruiz didn't look his best? Did he lose too much weight and he was a little weak maybe? Or did Chris really just look that good? Like, what was y'all's opinion on that?
Only because I only seen clips of it. By the time I got to that fight, I was out there in Little Rock, so I got sleepy in the country. But and from the highlights, I just feel like because this is his first fight with Eddie Reynoso, so when you switching coaches and like your style is a little bit different, I feel like it makes you look different how you react to certain people used to seeing you be. Because it done happened to me. And even now when I'm going to Little Rock to go train, now that coach, his methods of training and how he want me to throw the jab and do this is different. And so I think
Not what you're used to.
Yeah, it was something used to, and then it wasn't like a lower class opponent. He's actually a good opponent. So that's why I feel like it was just him just transitioning, trying to get used to that style of fight against a good fighter. So that's what it is.
And what did you other ladies think? Like, what was it? Just, Chris was so good, or was it that Andy just wasn't as good in this fight? What do y'all think it was?
I think, so starting with Chris, I mean, clearly it's the adjustments with Goosen, right? So some of the conversation that was happening is, what Chris would we have had he connected with Goosen years back, right? Because he's 40 now, and he looked great.
Absolutely.
He really did. I wasn't expecting Chris, to be honest with you, but Andy looked good too. Honestly, I think that it was the strength that he developed that kept him from getting knocked down a couple of times, right? Because he wobbled. I mean, he got the one time, but then he wobbled, maybe once or twice after. And I'm like, that was that lower body strength, I think, that kept him from maybe falling down again. But it was an overall good fight. I think they both did well. What Andy lost, he also gained muscle. They talked about how it took him so long to lose the pounds that he lost. But I think it was also done right. When you hear that these boxers lose, like that's not good, right? That means that they didn't really train and condition, or all they're doing is weight loss.
Yeah, it was like a year. So
it was like 16 months.
You got fighters who constantly got to lose 20 and 30 pounds every time they fight.
Right.
I've known fighters who lose 20 pounds a week before their fight.
Yes, that's crazy. I really don't even get past 12 pounds past my weight class. Even during the pandemic, I probably got like 15 or 16 pounds. Not that much. Wait, but I feel like I was real thick. I kept on taking pictures like this.
You do that anyway, whether you're thick or skinny,
right,
girl.
Yeah.
We know you. What are you talking about?
Hey, on that time, though, it was.
Esmeralda, what did you think?
I I've been rooting for Reeves for such a long time. Like I wanted to see him do like this amazing comeback, and he did. He did well. I think was it when Valdez first fought with Reynoso. The first fight, Valdez looked a little weird and not that great either. But then the second fight, I mean, they knew each other already. They've been working
Yes.
together, and it was like it was an amazing fight.
Yes,
So
and then hey, this is what we need to work on now. I see what you be doing inside the ring. 'Cause one thing for sure, you can train all day, but you can't train for when you react with some 8 or 10 ounce gloves.
yeah.
Hit you in the face with no headgear.
Well, yeah, sparring is so different than the actual fight. That's why I'm like, I hope when we see Ruiz fight again, we're like, okay, that's the Ruiz we remember, you know?
Right.
But, the
'Cause
interview
I
after,
like him. I actually like him. He's actually a fast heavyweight, even though he's a short, you know what I'm saying, and bigger heavyweight. He was actually fast. Like, that's what I liked about him.
yeah, he seemed we saw him in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and he was agile, he was moving, he was talking, he looked confident. I thought he was gonna do really I thought he was gonna go for the KO, but he was training hard constantly. So I honestly think the next fight we see because of him and Reynoso will be even like way better, what everybody expects.
So what
Yeah.
do you think about him and Wilder then? I was like, hey, you go to sleep.
Right. No. So
No, that was a great fight.
we have a question. So Gonzo said, what did y'all think about Chris's comment at the end of the judges score? How the judges scored it, and should they run it back again? What did y'all think about that? Should they run it back? And what did you think about Chris's comments?
I mean, I don't want to see it again right now. I want to see him fight like Wilder or somebody, or Luis Ortiz. That's his name, Ortiz.
Ortiz, yeah.
Yeah, I like Ortiz game too. I want to see him fight him or something.
Chris, yeah.
I think those comments, and then when he gave the comments in the after like the conference, I think good for him for standing up for himself. I think good for him for speaking up on, whether it's politics or favoritism or whatever it is. I think I was like, wow, good for you for, telling everyone how you feel. And, I'm sure people felt like that. I'm sure a lot of people did.
He said, He's and with those scores. That's what he said.
Oh,
You just got to read between the lines.
Okay.
26 Sports says Valdez, I believe, had 3 to 4 fights with Reynoso. And when he got the Burchell, it really clicked. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the Ring IQ Boxing Talk says AJ versus Fury will get announced this weekend. He said screenshot this. So he's telling us that it's going to get announced this weekend. Okay, I hope you're right, because I've heard some rumors that it's not even going to happen this year. Ring IQ Boxing Talk. So I'm gonna screenshot it. So please, I hope you're right.
He's so funny.
Is.
He's so funny.
Yep.
Look, it be going down on his page because he don't even curl about what he say.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. So whenever I saw Andy's body, his body looked like, to me, he had a lot of loose skin. So my thought was he lost his weight really fast.
Yeah.
And so yes, he was with his new trainer, and there were some things they have to click. I understand that. But I was looking at his legs too, like when he got dropped very quickly. So I was thinking, okay, he dropped his weight fast. The first sign to me was the loose skin, and then, kind of the wobbly legs. And then I was thinking, if Chris, could do some of the things that he did to him, what does that say about Joshua? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you have to start comparing them a little bit. So my mind's going, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Keep preparing some more before he go against Joshua again.
A lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. But those were my thoughts.
Show everybody he's beatable. He just got to get in that inside.
Absolutely. So, and then 26 Sports says, they shouldn't run it back. But Chris comments had no issue. And he always speaks from the heart. You know what? Yeah, I wasn't shocked. Chris
That's true.
always speaks that way. You give him the mic and you don't know
Right.
what you're gonna get.
Right.
But
I
that's
know.
what we love and respect about him, right?
That's true. Absolutely. I mean, I remember when, he lost against, the Klitschko brother. He was up there and he was crying and girl was crying with him. I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
He lost.
I know.
I'm not even
It's
playing.
true.
I was like, and that's why we like them, right? That's
Absolutely.
why we like them. And if you remember, so at the end of the fight, he was acknowledging it. I don't even think he had a problem. Like he was accepting, okay, I lost, right? So, his beef was he felt disrespected with the scores, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he feel like
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been no unanimous decision. I heard about that part.
Mhm.
Right. Or he felt, at least, more rounds than what they were giving him. I think that's where he had the issue. He really wasn't, because he acknowledged, he's like, if he won, okay, fine, but don't disrespect that in the cards. That's the issue.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then there was a part where I think he thought people were booing him, but then I read later, I think people were booing the Dodger cap that he put on. So,
was that what it was? I was like, who are they booing? Are they booing him or Andy? Like what? Because even Andy thought they were booing him too, I think. I was like, who are
yes.
they booing? Like what's
So
going on?
Yep, Andy thought they were booing him, but they weren't booing him. And then Chris thought they were booing him, but they were, at least from what I've been reading, is they were booing the Dodger cap. So,
okay.
I think that
like if we put on a
just fueled them
Cowboys
even
hat,
more
they would boo us
into the press conference after, right?
That's what would happen. Okay, got it. Okay, so
Right.
Long Live Boxing
Exactly.
says
that's exactly
respect to the
what
panel
happened.
and
It was
the
funny,
entire chat. 100%. I agree with Esmeralda and Chicken on the Ruiz return. Very nice.
Thank you.
Ring IQ Boxing says, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. I'm always right.
So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that about Capricorns. Okay.
Right. I didn't know that either.
I thought it
I'm
was
a Scorpio,
Sagittarius,
and I'm
but
always right, and I'm
I thought it was Cancers.
oh, you can.
Oh my gosh.
So
I know.
So Christine,
Esmeralda, that's so funny. Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Look, Ring IQ had did the thing with
No, what I was going to share
with Shannon and Bridges, and it was just like I think she was saying something. He kept on saying, "Oh, I guess it did." It was something. It was like a little video of it. Every time she said something, he'll make Shannon be like she was just dumb and just stuck. Like, oh.
Well, I hope I don't get on his bad side.
Baby,
what were you gonna say, Nancy?
Him and Jessica McCaskill and Mary McGee and Kylie Reese. Oh my God, the beef is real strong.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
What?
I have to check that out then. So you're
so I actually thought
props.
I'm with Anthony. So I actually thought that Chris was gonna cry, like he, because he gets so passionate. I'm like, he's gonna lose, he's gonna cry, and he's gonna retire. So I agree with what Anthony's saying right now on Facebook. That's what I was betting on, that was gonna happen.
I see that. Yeah.
But I'm again, I was impressed. I was really impressed. I'll tell you what I wasn't impressed with was that white denim get up that Goosen hat on. I don't know if you saw that. I was laughing so hard.
It's like that's not even comfortable. Look, I'm a cut woman too. You get in and out of the robes. That's how do you even do that without cutting yourself in half? Like that's just not even comfortable. Like no, it's just like that's not even comfortable. I'm sorry. That was funny. So Boxing Podcast said they better not put Wild in there with a real fighter. I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to be attacked by some of these other like YouTube channels. But
Hey, leave Wilder alone. That's my king. And he won the first fight with Tyson Fury. You better leave him alone.
Okay, chicken. I love you, girl. I love you, girl.
And he's coming back. He
He's
just
coming back.
mental healthiness.
See, you know what? Everybody else can admit that. Why could he not admit that? Why can't he just say that? He can get some sympathy from us all.
Yeah. Yep.
You
That's
know?
right. No, that's right. That's
Seriously.
I see he back training with a new trainer, so we finna see what's up. And we see his old trainers now with the Chorlos. So hey,
I'm not touching any of that. We can talk about all that. I'm not touching any of that. Okay, so Ring IQ Boxing Talk says his neck was thin, Christine. No shock disorder from punches. He gonna have to do neck rolls or move his head more, cause he won't take punches the same with that thin neck. Okay, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I gotta agree with you, Ring
Yeah.
IQ Boxing. I do. Hey, the neck's got to be strong. You got to have a thick neck. You really do. You got to do those neck exercises. That's not even a lie. 26-4 says when Ruiz fought Joshua the first time, he had like 12-week camp with the fight in the middle, so he was in perfect boxing shape. LOL. Okay, well,
I mean, it was a last minute fight.
I mean, that's what they said, but I don't know. Don't quote me on anything.
The first time he fought him, I heard it was supposed to be last minute.
I thought it was too. Okay, so Ring IQ is talking about what you were just talking about. Jessica and Mary might have to fight Slim if Jessica don't get that Katie Taylor fight. And Joe's Joe's spacesuit was dope. Looked like God was working Chris's corner. I thought you were gonna say Joe's spacesuit was tight, because I was gonna be like, yeah, it was tight. It was tight. And I don't know about God, because I don't think God ages. Oops, did I say that?
Yeah.
26-4 says.
I actually think so. But I think he was also wearing denim, but like regular, but like again, the head to toe denim.
I was like, is it corduroy
after, like
or
at one
denim?
of the interviews?
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it's denim.
Okay,
yeah.
But you know what? Forgive me, because you know what? As a woman, I don't want to be criticized for what I wear. So you know what, Joe?
That's right.
I'm going to publicly apologize to you.
I take it.
Do you, boo? Do.
That's
you.
right.
Don't care what anybody else.
Do what you want.
I take it back.
Please don't be naked.
Right. And wears what they want is Danny Swift Garcia's dad, Angel Garcia. He wears what he wants.
Absolutely.
He sure does.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, so next time I come out, wherever I'm at, wearing what I want to wear, I don't want anybody to say nothing, because I'm not saying nothing about anybody anymore.
Because you know what? I'm just going to start charging you up, and then they also say I'm the angry black woman, but I'm just going to be like, I don't care.
No, you're not. No, I've seen you. You know what you're going to do? You're going to start twerking. That's what you do. That's what you're going to do. I know you. I know you.
I'll be like, hey.
Chicken, I was going to ask you. I wanted to see your fancy nails.
Oh, you know what? I should have stopped getting my nails done, everybody.
She's like, you're putting me on blast.
Yeah.
I was going to get them done just to be looking like her. I was like, oh, man.
Hey,
I like
them. So funny, because all the commissioner where I would fight at, they would be like, you got your nails done? I said, yeah. You got it.
Always. She was always.
Like, and the winner is.
and none of them were broken. None of them were broken ever. I'm like, how do you do that? I do mitts and my little nails break.
Yeah, I think one time I broke my thumb because I think I did an interview. It might have been with Texas MMA, I think, and I was just like, yeah, I broke my thumbnail, but I still got the
That's so funny. So
I wear mine
okay.
short, but I get a better grip in my glove when there's a certain length. I get a way better grip to close my fist. So
Yeah, I really was just
Oh,
getting an overlay,
Mhm.
and I was wearing my
Yeah,
red with an overlay. So it was like, yeah,
exactly.
the
And
grip
I
was
love that
good.
because it's
that's
It's gonna
good.
put you down.
That's right. Hey, Christine, so there were, I was going to tell you, so before the Andy Reese fight, there was some really good fights. Um,
mm,
I
so
missed them because I was like stuck on. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. I'm not
yeah,
doing it. I'm not. Then I'm just like, damn it. But what else am I gonna do?
But
Okay,
and then
get
they
it.
had so many fights though. I was like, oh my god, like
I
5
hate that I
hours
didn't
of
see the other
boxing. I can't
ones.
sit down for that long.
I
yeah,
can. My husband and I we're like, so we either watch boxing, or my husband's a chef, or cooking.
okay.
Every now and then, if we have a date night, we might watch a movie. But other than
That's
that,
what you
that's
watch.
all. Yeah. We're weird. We're definitely weird. I got some comments. So from Soapboxing Podcast, I speak the truth whether it fills the room or clears it, ladies. Yes, Soapboxing Podcast, we know you do. And Ring Boxing
Yep,
IQ,
I interviewed him.
he said, Slim, what's your division? What's your division, Slim?
Super bantamweight, but I whoop me a bantamweight. Yeah, if it needs to be, I'll whoop me a super flyweight. I get
You're
that
like,
all the way to
show me the
115.
money, baby.
Yeah,
Show me the
talk that
money.
money. Too, cause when they called me at the Blue in like 2 weeks notice, they were like, "Hey, you want to fight Humney Choi?" I said, "Let me look her up right quick, cause she's so like a nobody, and from what I see." And I said, I called you, Christine. I was just like, "Hey, you know her?" She's like,
I know.
"Yeah, I'll take the fight. I'll beat her up."
I know.
And I was going up 2 weight classes, and I knew I probably wouldn't even made it to 130. I probably would have weighed in at 126 or something.
I know. Exactly. I know. You're just ready to go.
Yes.
So Boxing Podcast said, Christine, we have some hashtag, y'all can just read it later, supporters. They just don't talk to me about Deontay. But Chicken is a homie, though. Y'all can read it later. I'm sure. Ring IQ Boxing Talk. I got my eye on you, Slim. 118, 122.
Who said
I
that?
see you.
Gotta
Ring
keep-
IQ Boxing Talk. You better keep your eye on her because this girl, she's fire. She is fire. Let me tell you. Somebody give her a contract. She's
real.
always in the gym. No fighting. She's ready.
I'm ready.
26 Sports. To my old comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss you? I'm sorry. To my old comment, Ruiz fought in Carson in April and had a 6-week camp. He fought Joshua 6 weeks later, so it was a 12-week camp. Okay. Oh, we read that. Okay, but I didn't realize that I didn't realize that he had fought 6 weeks earlier. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that?
Oh,
No.
no, I didn't know that.
Okay,
Either.
26 Sports. I didn't know that.
Ruiz was. So that when he fought him, I was kind of happy. Kind of like, yeah, you ain't fought no real Misty. You ain't fought no real Misty.
He's been around. He had a really extensive amateur career. He's been around. He really has.
When
Yeah.
I seen some of his fights, I said, dang, he really can fight. Like, he can fight.
Yes. Very fast for his weight, definitely.
Yes.
Long live boxing, said Team Chicken all day.
That's
Speaking
right.
facts.
Long live boxing.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's talk about this fight this week, y'all. So what did y'all think about Saunders not showing up at the face-off? So I was there, and Saunders didn't show up. What did y'all think about that?
To the face-off.
Well, not the one today. That was a little private one because they weren't sure that Saunders was going to show up. He had like so many like things going on. What did y'all think about that?
He was watching a movie in the room.
I mean, he was in town. He definitely was in town because people saw him at what is that, live by the AT&T Stadium. He was here, but he did not show up for the first face-off that was Tuesday.
Yeah, because he got in before Canelo did. So when I seen the posts when he got into, when someone took a picture at the airport. So he was here
Yes,
before Canelo.
absolutely, he was.
I think it's just ridiculous. You know, it's like, it's just games, drama, press. I mean,
Somebody
I
said
thought it was
he
ridiculous. I
does
thought that
that.
Canelo
True.
he handled it well.
Would you say, Chicken?
Does that? He just sometimes he just be like he's not gonna fight or something like that.
So it was Saunders. Did you think that it was a publicity stunt? Did you think that because they did fly in, I forget who the replacement was, what his name is. I'm sorry, but they did fly the other guy in. I mean, he was, and he is here. He may have flown back home now, but they did fly him in. You know, do you think that Saunders was looking for more money? Was he like? What do y'all think that he was trying to do?
I
So
think
they
a lot of
already
it
had the
was
backup
ego.
phone in here.
I think, yeah,
Ego.
ego. I mean, I think he feels some type of way. You know, it's Canelo. He, as much as he says he respects Canelo and he likes him, like, I think he feels some kind of way about everything. And you know, everyone is cheering Canelo on. And the biggest deal is who comes out first the day of the fight. Is it Canelo or is it Saunders? So, you know, that's
I like being an underdog because I want to cause an upset.
very true. Yeah,
People always remember upset instead of
exactly.
a person who's already meant to win.
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
They do. And I mean, but do we think Saunders is really a bad guy, or is it just a show? Like, is he really just a bad guy or not?
I don't know, because I have some, you know, coworkers that are, you know, British, and I see some fans out there that don't like him. He's just got this, you know, reputation for, I guess, acting the way he did this week, and people can't stand that, you know. So I don't know if he's a bad guy or not, but he comes off as just, like Esmeralda said, like, just, you know, egotistical. Like, there's no need. There's no need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of old stuff resurfaced this week because of that stunt that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, things I never knew. And I started reading. I was like, oh, you don't sound like a nice guy. But, you know, it is. I think he's adding some fuel to this fire. And I think Canelo is mad at the disrespect. And it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah, he's very prideful, but not in a. Canelo's very prideful in a traditional Mexican way, if that makes sense. I mean, I think to some of us, it's just like a very, I think, yeah, he feels disrespectful, disrespected. It's like, he was asked, he's like, so what if Saunders doesn't show up? He's like, oh, he will show up. He will show up. And everybody's like, are you sure about that? Yes, he will show up. Like, oh, okay. All right.
He was saying that in English?
Yeah.
And Spanish.
He's been working on his English. He's been working. He's been criticized so much.
I liked about Canelo? Like when I started watching him, I didn't start watching him until after he fought Mayweather because I didn't know who he was. And so when I watched him, I like that he don't matter how hard he hit you, knock you out, whatever, he's still gonna come back and he know he's right here. Are you okay? That's how you know you okay. That's how he knew. I just thought that was so funny.
No, and I commend him, but the thing that, I mean, and some may agree with me, some may not. He receives so much criticism for not speaking English on his interviews or whatever. I don't think that that's fair. In my opinion,
he's from Mexico. That's his language.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm sorry that you don't speak Spanish if you interview him or whatever, but you don't have to speak English. Like, I'm American. Exactly. I was born here. Wonderful. Great. But that doesn't mean that my language is like the language. You know what I'm saying? I really did not like the people that would criticize him for not speaking English, but I admire the fact that he decided to learn some English. I mean, that's very commendable. He didn't have to.
Right.
And he's one of the first.
I've been learning and getting around the English fighters the ones who speak Spanish and English.
How many of us? Yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. He's one of the first.
Eric Morales doesn't speak English. He does all his interviews in Spanish or with a translator.
Right.
Julio Cesar Chavez, the same thing. Travieso Arce, the same thing. So I believe even Juan Manuel Marquez. But it's like Pacquiao for so long,
Yep.
he also, but it doesn't matter whether you speak English or not. It's
Long as you
everybody
can
should,
whoop somebody ass, that's all
as
that
long as
matters.
your hands can talk.
Exactly. And you have your translator there to get the
Yeah.
message across.
Exactly.
Hopefully you have a good one, because I've heard some bad ones where they're like translating Spanish into English. I'm like, he didn't say that. And y'all probably know who I'm talking about, but
I want a job
I'm not gonna name
application
any
to be
names.
a translator.
Girl, you need to be, because like I said, I'm not gonna name any names, but there's been some bad ones. But
Yeah. I know.
but
There's
yeah, no,
so-
I didn't like that. But
I'm sorry, Christine. There's like a pause. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, you're good, Nancy. You go ahead. There is. That's my side. I'm getting a hotspot tomorrow. I'm telling my husband tonight.
No, so you say just on the topic of him speaking English. So I did see like a video clip. I guess Saunders's camp was like talking some smack when Canelo team arrived. I think it looked like at the hotel. And so many people that don't speak English, what they do know are the bad words.
Yeah, like
So
me.
when Canelo responded, I think we found out that the English he knows the bad words.
I saw that.
I
saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
I kept
They're
listening
like,
to it over and over.
yeah, I was like, oh, they're like, oh, we know he learned all the bad words. But you know what? Think about it. The first words that I learned in Spanish were the bad words. I'm sorry.
Everybody
Not
knows
sorry.
the bad words first.
It is what it is.
The bad words and how to say good morning.
Exactly. So 26 Sports says Canelo should smoke Billy. That was some childish antics from Saunders. And Canelo was funny with his cussing English to Saunders' team. Yeah, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Do what you got to do. Whatever. Soapboxing podcast said, I'm trying to get a little gratuity bluffing about ring size since I seen it wasn't in the contract. Yeah, nothing they could do. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if it's not, it should be in the contract. Y'all are professionals. If it's not in the contract.
Oh, now I can see the comments.
Yeah.
Because I just pressed it. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I see them.
I'm like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
It's got to be in the contract. If it's not in the contract, what?
He should have specified, like, this is my requirement to fight Canelo. I need a ring size, whatever, and
absolutely,
he didn't.
Absolutely.
So what I've read contracts very rarely have the ring size in them. So I read a couple of comments that's actually something that is not common, to include the ring size, right? So you might have like the champion that makes the request. So right. So like from what I read and actually remember, you have like Mayweather that was always going to request the bigger ring, and not the spongy ring, the hard ring,
the more firm,
right? The more firm ring, so that he can box. And so you can't blame Canelo for wanting a smaller ring, because I think a lot of people think that Saunders is going to be running, going back, and Canelo wants him to fight. He wants him to box. So
absolutely,
we do want that smaller ring, right? And so it makes sense. And absolutely. Like you said, if it means that much to a fighter, then make sure that it's in the contract. That can be part of the negotiation. So if it really meant that much to him, shame on him or shame on his legal team for not expressing that and negotiating that, period. So I do think that it was just on his end, just something, he knew that too. I mean, it's not like it's his first fight. He's just looking
he knew that.
Make some drama, make some headlines.
I think they just need to have the contracts plain and simple, how they do the bro fighters like us. Hey, you fight this person, you gotta be at this size, and this how much you get paid.
I agree with you. It should be in the contract. For me, if I was a professional fighter, I think one of the picky things I would be picky about is like you said, Christine, the firmness of the ring. I don't care about the size, but I do care how my footwork looks. And
Yes.
to me, that's more important than the size of the ring.
You don't want to twist your ankle. I mean,
No.
there's so many things,
Your
that's
boots
very
get
important.
stuck, whatever it is.
You do not want to do
Absolutely.
that. That hurts.
And then it's over. I mean, that's
If
it.
you're fighting someone that's considered a runner, right? If you're fighting someone that's like running around, I mean, if you do have that sponge in the floor, they're gonna get tired faster, right? So that's part of the strategy, I think, for the fighter that's coming into the fight, as the champion, that can kind of pick that.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to put it in the contract.
They put whatever
Absolutely.
at their advantage, so they have that, that one up. And they put it on the
Absolutely.
contract.
It's been that way. It has been that way. And if you don't agree with the contract, don't sign it. He signed it. But now you want to talk about it?
See, women don't do that. You don't hear any women saying, "Oh, the ring is not the size that I wanted."
Exactly.
If anything, we want
Oh,
the
it's
ring
not the
smaller
color I
anyway, so we
requested.
can fight.
Right. Absolutely.
I was just saying that.
Absolutely.
Give me a 16 by 16 or something, boy. It's going down.
Exactly. Or I want to come in first. I got to be first. No, just let me get in there and do what I got to do. Let me work.
Right.
It's very true. So Soap Boxing Podcast said that Canelo's going to win by a split. So what do y'all think? What are y'all's predictions? I want to hear. Chicken, what's your prediction?
Canelo.
That's right.
TKO.
KO? Okay, so
Yeah,
what round?
TKO.
What round? TKO or KO?
TKO. That's worse, all right?
Technical.
Yeah.
Technical, what round? Fifth? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Nancy, go ahead.
Nancy?
I'm gonna say knockout in the 7th, and honestly, I think it's gonna be Canelo letting that happen to put on a show for the fans. So that's what I'm thinking. It's maybe the 8th, but if I have to call it, I'll say in the 7th.
Esmeralda, what you got?
I think there'll be like an 8 count or so, but I think it will not go past the 9th round. I think it'll be by a knockout, not efficient knockout.
Mm-hmm.
And it's his holiday, it's Cinco de Mayo weekend, and he's celebrating, and he's got all the, he's high up there right now. He's got all that hunger, so he wants to take that way.
El Polito.
Did you see the WBC though?
Oh, I love it.
It's beautiful.
Some people were making fun of it, and I love it. They're like, "Oh, they look like my chanclas." I love it.
It was handmade, but it's just, it's.
Oh, I love
beautiful.
it.
And if it was me, because I am the Mexican fighter, I'm like, I'm fucking taking that belt. Like nobody's taking that belt.
That's my belt. Exactly.
So that's what I think it'll be a KO.
Absolutely. So I think Canelo's pissed, like genuinely pissed.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was there Tuesday, you could just see by his demeanor that he was pissed.
Yeah.
But he was still calm, cool, and collective. So my prediction is it's going to be a KO by the 5th round. He's pissed. And that's my prediction.
Yep.
So I was reading some things today, and Roy Jones Jr. was saying that Saunders was going to shock Canelo, and Saunders was saying that it's about my brain. It's not about power, muscle, or skill. And I'm just like, bro, okay, that's cool. I'm glad that
your brain is on.
Well, I mean, you know what? Yes, you need your brain. Yes, you need to be able to think and strategize or whatever. But you also need your power and you need your skill. But whatever. So, but I'm going to say the 5th. We'll see what happens. But whatever happens, it's going to be a good fight, and I'm excited for it. Yeah.
I agree with you. And if he's saying, that it's all up here, I mean, I don't know that he can claim that he's a smarter fighter than Canelo, right?
No.
I'm so there we go.
Yeah,
But hey, I want to, Christine, real quick, if I can, just shout out to my cousins
absolutely.
who are watching. So my cousin David and his wife Annette are watching. So I want to go to them.
Yes, and that's what we were going to do next. I was going to say, please, we're going to do our shout outs and where to follow. So please, yes. So we'll start with you. You do your shout outs and where to follow and what you're doing in the boxing world.
I'm first.
You're first. Whoever wants to go first.
I thought you said Nancy was first.
Oh,
Want me to go
Nancy,
first?
you go. Yes, go first, Nancy. Do your shout outs and also
Yeah.
tell everybody
Yeah,
what
sorry.
you're doing. Tell us about your nonprofit and everything you have to do with boxing. Absolutely.
Sorry, y'all. Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much. So first of all, I apologize for the connectivity on my end today. So I might have just been kind of in robot mode most of it. But Christine, thank you so much for the invite. I mean, this is just so much fun. I'm sitting here, like I said, just so excited and just pinched myself to know that I was going to be with you ladies today. So admire each and every one of you. So I'm Boxing Republic. Again, it's a dream that starts with like you, and it's going to be for fans like me that want to do more than just be the fan and actually get involved and do good in the boxing community. And so that's my mission right now. And definitely would appreciate the follow. It's at Boxing Republic for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So I would appreciate that. I had some of my family dial in today and tune in today. So I want to say hello to everybody. Like I said, I had my cousins, I had my brother-in-law on here, I had friends and family. So I'm super grateful for that. And I do want to say happy birthday to my nephew. So my nephew Tristan, it's his birthday. He's a Cinco de Mayo baby.
Happy birthday.
So, yeah, happy birthday, Tristan. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, y'all.
Absolutely. Esmeralda, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I find me on Twitter under Esme Ferraro. I'm on Instagram as Fotógrafa de la Gente. I'm gonna shout out my husband Weddle because he's always watching. So I'm just gonna give him a shout out tonight. He deserves it.
He does.
He's my biggest supporter.
My cancer brother.
Cancers know everything, right?
Yes.
Not according to the Capricorn.
and so you already told us where we can follow you, and then yeah, chicken's next.
Yeah, on Instagram at Fotógrafa de la Gente. Go ahead and follow me. Check what I'm up to, and if you see me, if you go ahead and say hi, go ahead and like my pictures, whatever you want to do, support me.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, my name's Chicken MF Champ, and you can cash out me at Chicken MF.
She's like, cash at me.
Hey,
Cash App, Venmo.
Yep.
I'm a super bantamweight professional boxer, striving to be the Dallas first female world champion in 2021 because my new hashtag is dropping hoes all 2021. So make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Drop hoes in 2021.
That's the new hashtag. We're gonna start sharing it.
Yes, drop your hoes all 2021. That's the new hashtag.
Okay.
And make sure y'all stop by my boutique. It's called the Headquarters Deluxe Suites right here on 7010 American Way in Dallas, Texas, Suite B, right by Redbird Mall, in the area where I grew up in, where I used to work and come and spend all my money in this area because it was a black up and coming busy area, and they bringing it back, and I'm here. So y'all make sure y'all come stop by. I got nail techs, barbers, dread specialist, all that. Y'all come through. Last text. And y'all
I
make sure
love
y'all
it.
follow me on Instagram at it's DA. I know how us Southern people talk. It's not the, it's the. underscore real underscore slim underscore goody.
Drop
I
it
ain't
up.
Esmeralda, look what your husband put.
Yeah,
He said,
cancer
"That's
gang.
right, Christine. Cancer gang, gang, gang."
I'm a
That's my brother.
Sagittarius, so enough
That's
said.
my brother from another mother. And then Ariana said, "Thank you, ladies, for putting yourselves in there in this male dominant industry. Heck yeah.
We all
Hey,
do.
guess
Yeah.
what? Hey, Miss
Yes.
Christine got something coming soon for you guys. You guys just wait. I can't wait.
That's beautiful
Yes,
right
we
there.
do. We're always grinding. You know how we do. G Funky, what up, my big sister? Love you, Hispanics causing panic. Always. Long
Hey, I
live
like that.
boxing. Yeah, yeah. You got to watch them.
Yes,
Amazing.
Oak Cliff, baby. Yes, they
Oak
already
Cliff,
know.
baby. Okay, so I have a few shout outs because I have to shout out Micaiah Krebs. She just signed with Lou DiBella. And
Yes.
shout out to her
Love her.
managers, Jerry, First to Fight Management, and also the world champ, Jamel Herring. I love Micaiah. I can't wait. Wait till y'all see her bad ass ring outfit. You just, I mean, oh my god, it's just gonna be amazing. Just can't wait for y'all to see
She's
it.
badass. I like her.
Oh shit, that's my girl.
I just want to see more and
is.
more of her. Yeah.
She's awesome. She really is. And then I have to shout out
Yeah,
Counterpunch.
is she in my weight class or she a little bit above me, right?
Can we just like wait? Like she's going on her second or third. Can we just wait?
I was just asking. No, I was just asking.
Chicken,
I ain't
I'm gonna
got
be your
one
new
to fight her
matchmaker.
right now.
Yeah. Esmeralda's gonna
I'm
be your
just gonna be your
matchmaker.
matchmaker and hunt these women down for you.
Yeah, she is. So we're gonna talk to Esmeralda after this. She's gonna be your matchmaker.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
get your I'm gonna get your sponsorships because I'm doing that, and then she's gonna be your manager. Okay.
Okay. Because
And then
we
Nancy,
drop
and then
bombs
Nancy,
2021.
and then Nancy is gonna help you on with everything else. She's gonna do
That's
everything
right.
else. She's got her nonprofit. She's gonna help you with everything else. Okay.
Everything
You
else.
got your
Okay.
whole
Media
team right
marketing,
here.
she's got it.
Yeah,
There you go.
we got it. We got you. You know, I have to say though, if y'all, you know, for people watching, if you have not had the opportunity to go watch Chicken fight, you got to do it. You got to mark your calendars. You got to follow her. This woman, I mean, she goes in there with so much love. She goes in there, I mean, ready to fight. And you just can't, with that smile, I'm telling you, I was like
Yeah.
instant fan like this.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
see how much love this
It's
woman
true.
has for the sport.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Very
I
passionate.
love boxing. I love boxing.
And
Yep.
everybody
Yeah, it
loves her.
shows.
You
And
cannot
y'all,
not
I'm
love
nice, you
her.
guys. I want to give one more shout out because I got some wonderful news yesterday about my son. As everybody know, my oldest son is autistic. And
Right.
we found out yesterday as I talked to the administrators and everything, my son is ranked number 58 out of 363 kids.
Ooh, I love it.
3.6
Congratulations.
91.5 overall, baby. I'm so happy, y'all.
That's all you. That's a good mama
That's
right
right.
there.
That's a reflection of mama right there.
5 years old, you guys. And hey, he's like in the top 20 percentile of his class. This is crazy.
That is so good.
That is so good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
That's fabulous.
A reflection of you right there too.
That's
So
why I can't stop
way to
smiling.
go.
Y'all. God is listening.
Oh yeah.
No, that's really good. That's really good. I got to give a quick shout out to Counterpunch Sports for the t-shirt. He told me what size he had. I probably should have gone up a size, but okay. I'm just gonna
Looks good.
have.
It looks so good.
Hey,
Whatever.
My shirt at everybody. Y'all need to send me a shirt because y'all know I am like.
Send her a shirt. Don't just send me shirts. Send her a shirt too.
Yeah, I'm like.
And then
billboard.
And then I have to shout out my partner. It's Gonzo because he always bails me out. He even called me because I had no audio. He called me and then I had audio all of a sudden. So
that's because he's
and then of course he is the man. He really is. He really is. And then my esthetician. I had a great facial today.
Right.
Estella from E&G. Yes, she
I
gave me
gotta
a
hang out
great
with
facial
you
today.
then.
You do, girl. I got you. Come to Texas. I got you. I got you.
We're
And then
gonna
of
have to make it.
course,
We gotta
Right.
go out there.
Glow.
I've come to see you. Now you got to
That
come see
glow.
me. My getaway driver. My
Get the
getaway
bed
driver.
ready for Steve.
Insider. My getaway
Hey,
driver.
you don't even
I've
know
come
if you go
see
to
you.
Miss
You got to come
Christine's
see
house
me.
and they cook. It's the bomb. Like, hey, I came over to cook. They had gumbo when I came over one time. Hey, it
My
goes
man can
down over
cook. That's why I don't fit in this shirt because he
there.
cooks all the time.
Hey, long live box. That's what I'm saying. Team Chicken. They always Team Chicken.
They are. They're very supportive. They're awesome. Definitely. And then of course I have to shout my husband out and my family for all the support. But ladies, it was such a pleasure. Every Wednesday we are planning to do this, and y'all have an open-ended invitation. Anytime you want to come on, all you got to do is say, "Hey, I want to come on," and y'all are on. So let's do this more often. We got to get our voices out there. We got to let people know
Yes.
that we have a voice, that we are here. We know boxing. We know what we're talking about, and we're not going anywhere.
Yes. I'm
So
here
let's do
tonight,
it
baby.
again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Count me
That's
in.
right.
Okay, absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely.
for
Definitely.
thank you.
You're so welcome. Y'all have an amazing evening, and I will see y'all next week.
Sure
Bye,
will.
ladies.
Okay, take care. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.